Welcome back, fellow cardboarders. Before we begin, a little reminder about our little voting we are doing in the community tab here seen on screen. There are 4 different deck ideas you can vote on. You can read about some of the ideas I had about them. If you haven't voted yet, choose one of them you would like to see on the channel and I will build this deck and show it off to the community. I thought this could be a recurring thing, so be on the lookout for more votes to come in the upcoming weeks and months with more deck ideas, and if you feel inspired, feel free to use any of the ideas and build the decks yourself. The results of the vote will be up in a couple of days in one of the next videos. So now on to the actual topic of today. Today will be another installment of Cardboard Haul. We got 5 letters here, which I'm gonna open on camera so that you can all see what I bought for my commander decks and see what I'm buying these days. Without further ado, let's dig into the first letter. As you can see, not very safely packaged. The card almost slipped out of the sleeve and was loosely in the letter, so be sure to, when you send out cards, to put at least one slip of paper up here to prevent the card from slipping out. So luckily it did not get damaged in any way, but yeah, you want to be sure that the card is safe. So we got a Luxier here. Very nice near mint card. This card was as high as like 10-15 bucks at the beginning, I think. I'll put a graph here on screen. And this came down to like 5 to 6 bucks now, and I snatched this one up for about 5. And I just wanted one for the possible Planeswalkers are Cars deck with Rex Nebula on the front. If the channel chooses to build that, this would be a card that would be included, but I also thought now is a good price to pick a copy up of this one. And if you don't have one, maybe you want to get a hold of one copy as well. I don't think this one will drop much further. Maybe down to like 3 or 4 bucks. But it is a good playable mythic, and maybe you want to wait a little longer, but all in all I think it's a very good and playable card for Planeswalker decks that want to make use of them. If you are considering buying on CardMarket and you don't have an account yet, consider putting me in as a referral for a little cashback and to support the channel a little. Those cards were also not protected with a slip of paper, so we have a second order that was not very safely packaged, though the cards don't seem damaged through that, so lucky again I think, but not very satisfied with the way of packaging. So always be sure that your customers are happy with the way of your packaging and that nothing gets damaged. So we got a nice retro planes that I didn't order. I did order the heuristic study for my Atraxa, which was the winner of our last vote. A little preview of the deck can be found up here if you haven't seen it yet. And I still needed a copy, and I'm considering putting this in as a just general great card to draw cards. And we have an Ancient Tomb. Both of the cards, as you can see, are lightly to medium played. This one might even have some water damage. It's a little curly on the sides. Yeah, but I got them quite cheap, so I am happy with the order, and I don't mind using used cards and giving them a new purpose or home, rather than, I don't know, just throwing them away or something. There are people that actually throw away their cards if they get that water damage or so. I mean, if it's really bad, maybe you should before they start building mold, but just like a creased card or so, I don't mind. And to be able to afford more cards rather than buying always near mint is a great way to build more decks and have more fun with your collection. And also near mint cards get used up over the years, and at some point are lightly played. Maybe you even accidentally crease a card in your deck and maybe it's a near mint card. So yeah, that's why I don't focus on ordering near mint cards. I do play near mint cards if I open a booster pack and there's a useful card, obviously. So this one I did not order, but a nice revised mountain, very nice. And, oh right, a replenish, very nice. So we got a gold border World Championship card. These gold border cards always come with this back and have a signature printed on them with gold letters. And I wanted to add this to the Atraxa deck since there will be a lot of sagas which will hit the graveyard at some point, and putting them all back and hitting their first ability again, being able to proliferate them again with Atraxa is such a great way to reuse the effects of these sagas again. And I still needed another copy. I think I have a normal black border copy as well in a deck of my wife, since she also likes to play with enchantments, and this I think is my first enchantment deck in a while now, and yeah, I just wanted another copy and this one was quite cheap in my eyes. Let's hit into the next letter. What do we have here? I do not check the orders before, I'm checking them live on camera. And so I'm as surprised as you are what is in there. I do obviously know what I ordered, but not in which order. And sometimes I am surprised, oh yeah, I did order that, you know. Right, where's a saga? I did order that. Also for the Atraxa deck, very nice. It is a saga. I do not have many artifacts that this one can fetch, though I do appreciate the blocker and attacker that this card puts out. There are not many artifacts that this card can fetch. Off the top of my head, only the cornucopia comes to mind. I don't think I have many more artifacts that this one can fetch. But it is a saga, it is a land, so it is useful, it is tutorable with enchantment tutors since it is an enchantment land and I can replenish it. So I've just found it very useful to put into the deck. This card is very nice near mint and German, and yeah, glad to have this. Now lastly, a little vintage order I did. This big one here. Let's dig into this. Here we are. So these are nice Ice Age cards. It's a little collection I bought, and there are quite some playable cards. You already saw the Counterspell, the Brainstorm, the Hydroblast down here, beautiful artwork by Kaya. The Mystic Remora here, which I want to check for its condition. Yeah, that looks really nice and clean. It has something at the top here. Yeah, but it's just fingerprints, I think. So this one is very near mint and nice. We'll use that for enchantment decks, maybe in my Atraxa deck, but I think I'm already playing that. Let's put this down here. What else do we have? We have green here, Finthorn Elves, very nice. Just these artworks are so beautiful. And there are many useful cards in Ice Age. And I'm not only talking about Necropotence, but also some interesting banding cards, which is a mechanic that Magic does not reprint anymore these days. This very unique unicorn that makes you cumulative upkeep mana. Very interesting. But also the land cycle is very useful. There's Demonic Consultation in this set. I don't think it's in this collection though. There's Songs of the Damned. I'm planning on making a little video on this card. Very useful. This Burnt Offering is also very interesting. Dark Ritual is in this set. Very nice. Oh man, these artworks. I mean, look at this. So beautiful. Also creepy guy here. Yeah, very nice. And lastly, this page here. Thank you everyone for watching. If you sticked around till the end, you're one of the few viewers that actually do stick to the end. So I'm glad that you are here. Pyroblast, also beautiful artwork. Same artist, Kaya Folio. What do we have here? Flare, Bone Shaman, also really creepy artwork, right? Goblin Sky Patrol. Genius artwork. Didn't pay much for this whole collection here. I think less than 10 cents per card, and at some point I might wanna build a set cube out of Ice Age to be able to experience this set, which I haven't played back then, since I started Magic the Gathering with Invasion and Mercadian Masks. And building these old set cubes is just a beautiful way of re-experiencing a set where you weren't around yet. If you're interested in that, I have a couple of videos linked up here. And other than that, I wish you a wonderful day. Hope life is treating you well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.